Portion of Daytime Blue Ridge is sponsored by.
The last 18 months have been a time of social upheaval, economic uncertainty, and a rising awareness of impact of climate change. Many people may not be aware that there are investment options focused specifically on environmental, social, and governance issues. Here for an explanation of the socially responsible investment strategy is Gretchen Beedle with the Connor Group. Thank you, Gretchen.
So good to see you
Great
again.
to see you as well.
Yeah.
What is socially responsible investing?
Well, it can be a number of things. Like you mentioned ESG, environmental, social, and governance. And ultimately what we're looking at is how non-financial factors are influencing the value of where people are deciding to put their investment dollars. So there's a number of different factors that are associated with that. We see climate change, sustainability, and social awareness all playing a part. For some folks, it's either including or excluding companies based on their personal, religious, or political values. And other people are just looking to invest in companies that are making a positive impact. But most importantly, what we're seeing is that the value of an investment goes beyond just the returns. Because while we might be able to measure these factors, how do you value what each of them is worth to an individual?
So you mentioned returns. I've heard that ESG investments underperform the returns of more traditional investment options. Is that the case?
Not necessarily. So what we're finding is that socially responsible investing actually performs the same or slightly better than traditional investments. Morgan Stanley has an Institute for Sustainable Investing, and between 2014 and 2019, they found that those socially responsible investments performed slightly better and had less downside potential. So in tumultuous times like 2008, 2015, 2018, socially responsible investments actually outperformed traditional investments because they had less downside potential.
Is it hard to find socially responsible investment options?
Well, it's getting easier. So New York Life just launched a $1 billion impact investment initiative to address the racial wealth gap in underserved and undercapitalized communities over the next 3 years. And BlackRock announced just in the last year that they are using climate change to focus in on where they're going to direct their investments. So there's over $17 trillion in ESG strategies right now, and Bloomberg has projected that by 2025, that number will be over 53 trillion, or a third of all assets under investment. So really, the hard part now is how do you parse out where you want to direct your funds if you're focused on socially responsible investing? And that can be tricky.
How so?
Well, first of all, if you're trying to do this on your own, you have to dig a lot deeper because the information you're looking for required financial disclosure of companies. But more and more companies are releasing information based on these exact values. Here's the problem. You want to watch out for companies that are greenwashing. And what that means is making big public promises that don't really align with what they're actually doing on a regular basis. Ultimately, you have to dig a lot deeper, and many people find that in order to build those kind of portfolios, they look for working with a financial advisor who can help them determine exactly how to build the investment strategies that align with your personal values. So that's why it helps to make those kind of investment choices that can impact change.
So you're essentially voting with your wallet.
Exactly. Much like choosing a local bookstore over Amazon, this is one more way that people can try to make an impact either in their local communities and more importantly in their larger communities, our country and the world in general, to make sure that we're doing the things that are good for us today, tomorrow, and the next generation.
This is also very interesting. And if folks want to find out more, how can they find you?
They can always reach us online. We're at theconnorgroup.net or give us a call at 767-6669.